So we'll start in 1 minute. Hi, and how many students sent their RSVP for this session? Diane?
Oh, okay. It's 54.
Oh, okay. So right now we have just over 20. So many more students will be joining probably. Okay, so it's 10 o'clock. So let me just go ahead and get it started. So good morning, everyone. This is graduate program information webinar, and thanks for joining with us. And for this the webinar, we will have Dr. Larry Overzet, our department head, to give welcome remark, and Mr. Brighton Hill, he is a fast track student and he will be graduating next semester, and he will share his experience as a graduate student. And the rest of the session will be just providing information about the ECE graduate program, and frequently asked questions will be answered in this session by myself. So without further ado, let me just go ahead and turn it over to Dr. Larry Overzet. Let us welcome our department head, Dr. Overzet.
Welcome, everybody. I am very excited that you're here and checking out what's going on for graduate school. You know, electrical and computer engineers are best served in their careers in terms of opportunity, in terms of ability to earn by doing a graduate degree, a master's degree. And so I want to encourage all of you to listen carefully. There's a great slate of presenters here. I'm really excited that Mr. Hill, that you're here as well to give the insider view on what it's like to transition from being an undergraduate to being a graduate student here at UTD. There are so many different kinds of graduate opportunities here. The undergraduate degree program is somewhat constricted by design. We want you all to get a flavor of the various kinds of things that go on in electrical and computer engineering. But in the graduate program, you get to focus more, figure out a bit better about what it is that you really enjoy and what it is that you really like and what it is that you really want to start your career off doing. And so there's more freedom there. You will see when the graduate program is presented here by Dr. Lee and others that there are at least 5 areas into which you could choose to specialize. And within those areas, there's really only 3 required courses of the 11 at the master's level, which gives you immense freedom to choose those remaining courses. The ratio of required to elective courses goes up dramatically in graduate school on purpose. So we've got a great faculty here. You guys have experienced at least some of them in your undergraduate program too. But at the graduate level, you get to connect with them even better, especially as you move into those elective courses. So the whole purpose of this webinar is to give you a chance to get your questions answered. So don't hold back. Put those questions down in the chat, right? Give us a chance to talk with you. And of course, I'm your department head, and Dr. Lee is part of our department leadership team. So if you don't get your question answered during this webinar and you think or you think of one later that you wish you could get answered, you contact us. We're here for you. All right. Welcome again. I'm really excited that you're finding out more and really hope that we can be very helpful to you in this. JB, I'll turn it back to you.
Larry, thank you. Let me just move ahead for the next in the agenda. It is Mr. Brighton Hill, and he will give a talk about his experience as graduate student. Brighton?
Yes, sir. You have the slides to be pulled up?
Yeah, let me share this. Can you see it?
There we are. Wonderful. We can go on. I'll talk about my experience as a graduate student. I am Brighton Hill. Hello, everyone. I am currently a grad student at the University of Texas at Dallas, and I have gone through the fast track program not just once, but I have been a part of it for both the electrical engineering and computer engineering tracks, as I had decided and changed my mind to pursue my master's in computer engineering while I was an undergraduate. Now we can go ahead and move on to the next slide, where it has a wonderful picture. And there we are. So the reason why, the first thing whenever I was back in an undergraduate's shoes is I had to figure out exactly why I wanted to go to graduate school. And for me, this was a fairly easy decision, as Dr. Overzet had mentioned, it really allows you to dive into certain concentrations that you may care about. For me, while I was an undergraduate electrical engineering, I found I really enjoyed my time with the digital circuits, and that led me to getting into embedded systems, taking the few electives I could as an undergraduate to focus on that, and ultimately decide not just going for the circuits of EE, but moving more towards CE in general. And my master's degree only helps you dive into that even further. Now, as also Dr. Overzet, there's lots of opportunities for individuals with graduate degrees inside engineering, particularly electrical and computer, with their future opportunities. Currently, at the moment, I'm doing an internship with a local engineering company, L3Harris, and they have a very high population of master's degrees. And while it may not be required for me going in as first time employee, it might limit opportunities if I don't have that graduate degree. And the question kind of becomes when to get that degree, because as the last point talks about, it is difficult once you start entering the working world. Sometimes this is coming from somebody who its entire goal for their master's to really be to open up future opportunities and dive into the classes that I'm interested in. It might be limiting if I don't have that, maybe not now, but in the future. And it's hard to get that once you start it and life gets rolling. And that's what the fast track program helps enable you to do. It helps you prevent getting stopped and just going right from your undergraduate into your graduate degree. Another thing I'd like to note is whenever you do your graduate, you also have a little bit more time to figure out exactly what working environment you might want to be in. I wouldn't have had the opportunity for my latest internship if I had just hopped out of college with my bachelor's and trying to get a job just straight from there. Instead, I've gotten an extra summer to work with a few different opportunities, and that led to co-ops, and all those wouldn't be available without a little bit more time to figure out just like the concentrations. What is it that I want? We can go ahead and go on to exactly why fast track is a good investment. Now, let's say you decided to do your graduate. Easier for you to get that degree without being as concerned. Once you join the fast track program, you can get up to 15 hours of graduate coursework. And if you leverage this correctly, you can finish your master's a year sooner. And that is valuable time inside the job market that you could be taking advantage of. Once again, this is coming from a perspective of a student who's using this to leverage themselves more towards a future career. There's plenty of people who are in it for research opportunities or PhD and want to take this as an undergraduate to learn about some of their classes earlier and start getting involved with research quicker. But don't discount how much time a year is. And along with that is the 15 credit hours. You can double count your credits with those, so that instead of, for a lot of y'all, electrical engineering and computer engineering, you might have computer architecture. There's a graduate version of that. Embedded microprocessors. There's a graduate version of that you can double count, and don't waste your time doing a course again whenever you get into your graduate degree, when you could be saving so much more time and focusing on the other courses that are required or interesting to you. And at the same time, who does not also like saving some money? You can, once again, by double counting your credits or taking these credits as undergrad, you're paying the undergraduate prices, which is a great deal. Once again, this is all leveraging your time and money, making you get your degree quicker, making it cost less to you as a student. And all this does is that I like to look at it as a return on your investment. The reason why you want to get a master's or other graduate degree is because you're hoping that it's going to benefit you in some way, or you're going to be able to contribute something. And that benefit, if you look at it as return on your investment, you may be making more per year, you may have a job opportunity that you might have not have been able to get before. That value to you only increases, in terms of return on investment, is more beneficial whenever you spend less money towards it. If you're making an extra $20,000 a year and you didn't have to do an extra year of school for that, that's less debt you go into that to pay off, and you have more time to actually work on what you actually care about. So some tips I'd like to give for people doing the fast track, as somebody who has been and tried to take my best advantage of it, is those required classes that Dr. Overzet and Dr. Lee had talked about. There's very few of them compared to how you normally think of things in your undergraduate. I would highly encourage y'all to treat those as part of your critical path as your undergraduate or graduate careers take you, as in focus on those classes so that you are not, things happen, and you want to make sure that you have those classes under your belt so that you're prepared. Oh, I can't get into this class this semester. That's great. I've already taken care of my required classes. I'll take another one that really interests me and I can still maintain my hours, because things happen that you can't really predict. And what's important for you to graduate is that critical path. There's always going to be other options for you, but things do happen, and I've seen that. I definitely get started as soon as you can. So I was lucky whenever I first went for my electrical engineering fast track. I had the required courses and I was able to hop in there. And by the time I decided I really liked classes and found my passion more towards the computer engineering side, I still had time to adjust my trajectory. And part of that is being able to have spent more time in the fast track program. Also, it's not a very difficult form to fill out. There's no real point to waiting to get close to the deadline so that you're worried. Just grab the form, make sure that you have the required courses, and talk to your advisors about how to get that done as quickly as you can. Now, I'm sure some of y'all are figuring out exactly what you want to do with your concentration. Maybe y'all already have what you decided that you want to do for your graduate degree done. Whatever the case, once again, it goes back onto focusing on the required classes. You can prioritize certain classes that have a lot of overlap if you're unsure, but I want you to think about it as a priority queue. You need to focus on what classes, take those as soon as you can, with the requirements, and whatever can double count if you're on the edge between two different concentrations, focus on those so that you don't waste any of your time. Backup plans. I myself had to go to Dr. Lee because things absolutely do happen that are out of our control, with this virus and pandemic. There's things that aren't going to be working. We need to be able to be in contact with the advisors to figure out exactly what classes are going to be offered next semester. Don't be afraid to double check. Even if you think you have everything figured out, reach out to them so that you have things sorted. It's, as many of y'all have gotten in, you're not going to be able to get into all your classes maybe the first semester you hop in, but the more you focus on, okay, I can just map everything out and treat it like a priority queue, and you'll be able to get what you need to be done. And your advisors are there to help. We have some amazing graduate advisors in place. There's Diana Kogan, Matthew Hines, and Dr. Lee helps coordinate everything. There's some very valuable resources, and if you have a question, don't be afraid to reach out to them.
So
thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Brighton. It was really wonderful talk. I really like your personal experience as a graduate student, and the sharing with us. That will be really valuable to the prospective graduate students. As I mentioned, we are here to help you. So if you have any questions on the graduate program, please don't hesitate to reach out to us, and we'll be a valuable resource to you. Okay. So once again, thank you, Brighton. Really, really appreciate wonderful talk. Thank you.
Agreed. Very good.
So let me move on to next the step in this webinar, and I'm gonna continue on. Let's see. All right, so let me give an overview of our ECE department and the graduate program. As an undergraduate student, you may not know much about this. Basically, the Jonsson School, we have the EEC, TE, all in ECE department. We have 1,100 undergraduate students and 219 and 223 master's and PhD level students. So, so it has a little bit higher undergraduate level students, but we used to have 1-to-1 ratio between undergraduate and graduate. Our program is relatively big compared to the other schools. In our ECE department, we have tenured and tenure track faculty, a total of 40, and professors of instructions. There are 18 professors of instructions. Out of those, we have 16 IEEE fellows. Also, I did not write it here, but Dr. Larry Obazet is a fellow of American Vacuum Society, and other faculties are fellow of the SBIE and other societies. This number is really impressive number if you compare to the other schools. This is really impressive number. What I want to say is we have very good faculty in our department. So annual research expenditures in our department is $13.5 million. And we have very good internship programs. As Brighton mentioned, there are good opportunities for internships. So in 2018 and 19, we had 156 interns, and 2019 and 20. The COVID started in March 2020, but we still have a good number, and 138 students went to the internship. So this is only counting the internships taken by the graduate students. So if you just look at this number, so 219 and 223, almost everyone has chance to get the internships. I don't know how many of you are aware of this, but our rankings in U.S. News and World Report in 2021, CE program and EE program, PE program, we are in around 50s in the nation. And just looking at the public universities, we are 28th and 32nd. There are 4,000 colleges and universities in the nation, and U.S. News and World Report typically assess out of the 1,500 colleges and universities. So this number is not trivial number, as you can see. And we are third in ranking Texas public universities behind the UT Austin and Texas A&M. I'd like to share this email from a major international company located in San Diego, California. I cannot say the company name, but you can easily see what this company is. So they sent an email over summer, this past summer. The company A is looking to build a more official partnership with UT Dallas for our internship and new grad recruiting from the ECE department. We have hired great master's level students from UT Dallas into this company's Y group. We'd like to kickstart our partnership with such a dollar money in funding to go towards advancing such and such in the master's and PhD programs. Our 2020 summer internship program transitioned from on-campus to a completely virtual format, and we'll continue our fall recruiting virtually as well. Our hiring for the summer 2021 and new college grad opportunity will remain just as robust as last year, with a target of such and such internships. We'll be continuing to look for talent from the computer engineering, computer science, and electrical engineering majors. So this is one of the examples of the emails that we received from major international companies. So they are not located right here in North Texas, but they are reaching out to us because they hired so many UTD graduate students, and they are pleased with their hiring. So they are reaching out to us and then give some the money into our program to develop some more formal relationship. So this is one of the great example how our graduate program relates with the industry locally as well as the nationally. Along with that, we have the Templeton Endowed Fellowships for graduate students that it is from the Mr. Rich Templeton. He is chairman and CEO of Texas Instruments. And we also have the Texas Analog Center of Excellence, and TI has this TI Analog Excellence Graduate Fellowship for that center. And also the Jonsson School has amazing array of the Industrial Advisory Council, and those Industrial Advisory Council members donate their own personal money to build this fellowship. That's just the few fellowships that I listed here that is directly related to our industrial partners. So let me just talk about 5 concentrations in electrical engineering. So we have the 5 concentrations in graduate program: circuits concentration, computing systems, devices, power electronics and energy systems, signals and systems. What is common to all these 5 concentrations is that, for master's degree, you need to get 33 semester credit hours to graduate for master's degree. And out of those 33, Dr. Larry Overzet already mentioned that 3 classes, the 9 semester credit hours, are core courses. You must take this 9 semester credit hours, 3 core courses to graduate in certain concentration. Out of this 5 concentration, you need to choose 1 concentration, and you need to take 3 core courses from whichever concentration that you choose. And after that, you have the 18 concentration electives. And, out of those, you can choose even 6 semester credit hours, 2 courses from, if you like, you can take the from other departments, like, computer science, or I am interested in biomedical engineering, so you can choose the biomedical engineering, the graduate classes, and that 2 classes are counted toward 33 semester credit hours. So for circuits area concentration, basically you have these 3 courses: EECT 6325, BLSL design, analog integrated circuit design, RF and microwave circuits. Those 3 courses are core courses for circuits concentration. So we have this wide array of the integrated circuit design, as well as some RF and microwave circuits. So if you're interested in those areas, you can choose this circuits as your concentration. And next concentration is the devices. In devices concentration, you can study about the semiconductor device modeling, plasma science, carbon nanotube, MEMS devices, biosensors, nanophotonic devices, and those kind of things. And here are 3 core courses for devices concentrations. That is fields and waves, quantum physical electronics, photonics devices, and integration. The next concentration is power electronics and energy systems. We have very strong power electronics and energy systems as well. And the focus of concentration is transportation, electrification. These days the electric vehicle is hot buzzword, and we are right on top of it. And distributed power generation, energy storage, management and harvesting, and the motors and drives and those kind of things. And 3 required courses are right here: power electronics, general theory of electric machines, control modeling and simulation in power electronics. The 4th concentration is signals and systems. We have had very strong the presence of these signals and systems, primarily because of the our long-lasting strengths on telecommunication. So there are lots of the faculties, and a lot of them are active fellows. And we in these signals and systems, it is a little bit different from other concentration that, for those 3 required core courses, you must take this probability, random variables, and statistics. And you need to take 2 out of 3. Linear systems, digital communication systems, and DSP-1. So that's the signals and systems concentration. And the signals and systems concentration has basically the 2 main thrusters. That is, the first one is communications. That includes wireless communication, communication networks, and information theory, 5G and 6G and after, and things like that. And signal processing, like speech processing, image processing, and machine learning. Machine learning is a buzzword these days, and machine learning is it has been long been studied in signal processing concentration. And it was typically used for pattern recognition, and then now it is going beyond this signal processing concentration, and now it is applied to so many diverse areas, as you know. The last but not least, the other concentration is computing systems, and computing systems have 3 core courses: advanced digital logic, and computer architecture, and microprocessor systems. With these 5 concentration in electrical engineering, we also have computer engineering program, and computer engineering program has 2 concentration: embedded systems concentration and computer systems concentration. So CE masters is slightly different from EE masters. So EE masters always whichever concentration you choose out of 5 concentrations, you must have this 3 core courses, and you have elective of 8 courses. In CE, you must take this the 4 core courses, and you have the 7 the elective courses. So in embedded systems concentration, you must take the microprocessor and embedded systems, computer architecture, and design and analysis of reconfigurable computing systems, applied to DSP. And computer systems concentration, computer architecture is the same here, and BLSI design and analysis of computer algorithms and advanced operating systems. So these 4 core courses are required core courses for computer engineering. The TE program, Telecommunications Engineering program, we are one of the very few graduate programs in the nation that offers telecommunication engineering graduate degree, and we are the only PhD program in the nation, probably in the world, for telecommunication engineering PhD program. TE, again, is slightly different from EE and CE in terms of requirement. So for master's degree, again, you need 33 semester credit hours, 11 courses. But for TE, you need to take the 5 core courses. So these 5 core courses, 15 semester credit hours, and you have 6 elective courses. So those courses are algorithmic aspects of telecommunication networks, probability, random variables, and statistics, digital communication systems, performance and computer systems, advanced communication and computer networks. So that is a requirement for TE program. Now I'd like to go into the next step in this webinar. We have received quite a few of the questions, over time, and I just put all those questions into this FAQ session. Once again, feel free to write questions. If you don't see your questions are answered here, or regardless it is answered here or not, you can just write in chat box for your questions. And I cannot answer in live in this live session, but I will definitely follow up with you in email, and I will provide answers for whatever questions you are asking. So first of all, Brighton already mentioned, and Dr. Obazat already mentioned about the what is the reward for the graduate degree. Basically, I am using this slide that was provided by one of the alum of the UTD graduate program. And so, so graduate degree can qualify you for more jobs and make you more well-rounded and hone your critical thinking skills and keep you competitive for future job market. So this is very important, make you competitive for future job market. So if you're looking for jobs, in this in North Texas, high tech, and also some, the Bay Area or San Diego, somewhere around there, the Boston and the, Metroplex in the Boston area or something like that. All those, the high tech job market, they require more and more the higher degree, like they for even the fresh entrance level engineer position, they start to require the master's degree. So the getting master's degree and PhD degree, the PhD degree is definitely another level. But getting master's degree definitely make you competitive for future job market. And based on this study that is 5 years ago, and you can earn $17,000 more in annual salary than undergraduate degree if you have the master's degree. So you can see this. You can do the math, and if you are eligible for fast track program, you are doing it just in 1 more year, and you can get this much more the salary, and make yourself competitive for future job market and for all those promotions. And in the future, likely you will need a graduate degree. So Brighton already mentioned about the fast track program. So let me just talk about this fast track program briefly right here. I put down this the URL link here, and I will provide this later in the web page as well as in email, so you can click on it and find this information more if you're interested in. So fast track program is designed, it is just uniquely for UTD, and it is designed to earn both bachelor's degree and master's degree in 5 years. So 15 graduate class semester credit hours, 5 courses, may be used for bachelor's degree requirement as well as master's degree requirement. So you can kill 2 birds in 1 stone. So out of 128 required semester credit hour for bachelor's degree, you can do 113 semester credit hours for bachelor's degree, just the undergraduate programs, and take 15 graduate class. That makes 128 semester credit hours for BS. That same 15 semester credit hours apply to 33 semester credit hour requirement for master's degree. So after you graduate from the undergraduate program with bachelor's degree, only thing that you need is just to take 18 more semester credit hours. That will be likely 1 more year, just like the Brighton mentioned. And with that, you can just get a master's degree in 1 year. All right. So if you're interested in computer engineering fast track program, you can click on here. If you're interested in EE fast track program here, you can click on here. And there is also TE, the graduate program, but there is no TE fast track program because there is no bachelor's degree in TE. So this fast track program, who is eligible? To be eligible for fast track program, you need to have overall GPA for all college courses of at least 3.33. So this is a minimum requirement. And you should complete it at least 6 of the benchmark courses. What are the benchmark courses? You need to click on these forms and you can find those benchmark courses. And those 6 benchmark courses with an average 6 course GPA of at least 3.5. So definitely fast track program is not for everyone. You need to be excel. You need to do well in the undergraduate program to be eligible for a fast track program. And the combined GPA in all benchmark courses should be at least 3.33, okay? An application deadline for fast track program for summer semester and fall semester is March 21st. And for spring semester, it is October 21st. So for spring 2021, it is already over. And fall 2021, you can do so by the middle of the spring semester, the March 21st. So this deadline does not change over the years. So if you plan to do, if you consider a fast track program, then please keep this in mind and be sure to check the form right there and what are the benchmark courses that I need to take and what should I get the GPA of 3.5 or higher. Then you can see all those information right here in this web page. So university-wide, we have so-called quick admit program. It is because of the COVID-19, and this is a new program applied to all programs, all graduate programs at UT Dallas. So quick admit program, you can click this link right here for all the details. And quick admit program is divided into two. The first one is auto admit program, and second program is expedited review program. So for auto admit program, as name suggests, you can automatically admit it to the graduate program if you are eligible. So to be eligible for auto admit program, your GPA must be 3.2 or higher. And any undergraduate students in EE or CE, they can be admitted automatically to EE, CE, TE master's program. Okay. There was a question that, can I be automatically admitted to the master's degree in master's program in EE or computer engineering? I got a very good GPA and, I am in the undergraduate program in mechanical engineering. No, that is not. So it is only for that the same, the major that you can automatically admit it. So for those who are doing EE or CE undergraduate program, you are eligible to be automatically admitted to EE, CE, TE if your GPA is 3.2 or higher. So now this auto admit, the quick admit program as a whole is available for spring 2021, and the university decides to extend it to fall 2021. And we don't know when university stops this program. This is because of the COVID-19 pandemic, and some of the students who graduate out of the undergraduate program have a little bit hard time to get a job because of the job market, a little bit of a struggling job market. But let me don't get me wrong. In ECE, the job market is not weakened at all because of pandemic. But we have this program, so if you're interested in, you can apply for this auto admit. Expedited review is for those who have GPA greater than 3.0, not as good as 3.2. You are eligible for expedited review. And again, in the same major that you can apply for expedited review. And for those who are eligible for auto admit or expedited review, your application fee is waived. And statement of purpose, you don't need to submit it. Letters of recommendations are not needed, and GLE is not needed at all. So all those are waived. So, I have 3.1. You can just, submit your expedited review, and you will be nearly automatically admitted to our graduate program. once again, this is a temporary program. If you go to this website and try to apply for fall 2021, I don't know. I found out that the link is not working until last weekend. It was only for spring 2021, but university decided to extend it to fall 2021. So it will be available pretty soon for fall 2021 semester quick admit. But I don't know if it will be extended to the next cycle, like spring 2022 or fall 2022. It's all up in the air, and it is in the discussion among the administrators in the university-wide committee. So if you're not eligible for this quick admit program, and of course if you have your friend from other university, the UT Arlington, UT Austin, A&M, and they Texas Tech and UNT, and they want to join our graduate program, and I got the GPA of the 3.3, and can I get auto admitted? No, you are not, because it is only for UTD students. Okay, so this is only for UTD students and temporary program. So for all others, it is the regular application, and in a regular application, due to COVID pandemic, we have this university-wide GLE waiver. So GLE is waived. And for regular application, you need to pay application fee, statement purpose, and letters of recommendation, but you don't need to submit GRE. So if you don't turn in GRE, then your application, if it is not quick admit, the regular application, your application is reviewed by other factors like your GPA and statement of purpose and letters of recommendation, and committee reviews it, and faculty committee reviews it, and if they think that you're a good candidate for our graduate program, then admission is given. Then without GRE, a conditional admission is given. And the condition is that you must submit GRE scores by the end of the first semester of enrollment. And you can take the GRE anywhere if you're worrying about the contradiction of the COVID, and you don't want to go to a test center or something like that. You can do the GRE at home. The reason why we require GRE is because of the U.S. News and World Report and other nationwide ranking. They do use GRE as a factor for university ranking. That's why we must have this. But regardless of your score, that your admission decision is not reversed. You are already enrolled, and you will continue on your master's program. Many students are interested in the financial opportunities, so you can click on this link right there that provides all the information about the financial assistance in the department. We do have the TAs and RAs, and TAs, teaching assistantships. As an undergraduate student, you interacted with teaching assistants. TAs, there is a specific application window. That application window is between February 1st and February 15th for 2 weeks. And you can apply through online, and you can once again click here, then you can find application link. And TA appointments are yearly basis. It is not semester basis. So one whole year you are appointed as a TA. And what I mean one whole year is the fall and spring semester, the 2 long semesters, not summer semester. So TA appointments are yearly basis, and as as you can expect, the TA is very competitive, and priority is given to PhD students, and faculty support is crucial. So, the selection of TAs in the department, it is mostly based on the faculty sponsor. So I'm interested in TA. You need to talk to the faculty of your research interest and knock the door, and to make your case that I can be an excellent TA for you, something like that. And you need to discuss with faculty well before your application. All right. So that's the homework you need to do. RA, the research assistantships are, it is 100% awarded by faculty member, depending on their research funding. So again, you need to directly talk to the faculty member of your research interest and make your case that I can be a good research assistant for your lab, and you can discuss with the faculty member and they can provide you stipend, and basically you can discuss with the faculty member for research assistantships. And Jonsson School, the engineering school, has many fellowships available, and most deadline is June, or some of them are in July. Not all. And there are some requirements like you need to take at least 3 courses in graduate program to be eligible to apply for this fellowships or something like that, and to show your strengths, something like that. There are quite a few of these fellowships available in Jonsson School. So there are many named fellowships like the Beecher fellowships, and Ian Banderzeel fellowship, and Ogden Kim fellowship, Bill Litter fellowships, and things like that. And I mentioned about the Templeton endowed fellowships, and those kind of things. So there are quite a few. And it is not just the one award. Some of these fellowships are several awards. So there are good opportunities out there. And we also have so-called Jonsson School $1,000 graduate study scholarships. And this the scholarship Pathways to Research Scholarship. This is for master's degree students and who want to do a master's degree with thesis. And this is specifically for those students to promote our the master's student with research. If you go to graduate program and you join one of the labs, then you make your research progress, and often you need to travel to give your research outcomes in professional venue like conferences and workshops and things like that. And when you travel like that, then Jonsson School has so-called Betty and Gifford Jonsson available for travel. Of course, the faculty sponsor will support your travel if they decide. Then this will be complement. I'd like to talk a little bit more about these fellowships. The previous slide shows about the fellowships in our school and in the department. Okay, but you can aim high, and there are nationwide fellowship competition. Something like this, the National Science Foundation, they have graduate research fellowship program. And look at this. This is 5-year fellowship program and $34,000 annual stipend plus $12,000 education cost to the institution. For in-state tuition and those kind of things, you can pay everything and you can get $34,000 annual stipend. All right. And it is not just a single-digit number. It is a lot of numbers. They are recruiting this graduate research fellowships. So if your academic performance is good and you want to aim high, why not just to try this kind of the fellowship? Then you don't need to even bother to ask the faculty sponsor, and you can do the research with the faculty that you like. And there are more like the National Defense Science and Engineering Graduate Fellowship Program over here. And so none of these is just one awardee. There are, the tens of awardees here. NASA also has NASA Graduate Fellowship Program, and NIST also has this graduate student measurement science and engineering fellowship program because NIST is for about the measurement science. So if you're interested in those specific area, then you have you can apply for this. And look at this, the named fellowship, Truman Fellowship, the Truman Fellowships and Sandia National Lab. Those kind of things are available. Ford Foundation also has the graduate student fellowships available. And the last one is very unique, that Soros Fellowship for New Americans. This fellowship is only for the new immigrants who just became the naturalized U.S. citizens. So those kind of the unique fellowships are also available. I listed those here, these here, but these are not all. You can find some more nationwide fellowships in graduate program, especially for STEM, the science and technology and engineering maths. This is nothing to do with the graduate program, but I also want to inform you about this internship opportunities. I want you to aim high. Air Force Research Lab, they have a scholars program, and Air Force Research Lab, there are lots of branches all over the nation, and they all have this scholars program. You can visit the Air Force Research Lab as an undergraduate student, or some graduate student as well, as for internships. JPL, Jet Propulsion Lab in Pasadena, California, they also have this internship program. And Sandia National Lab in Albuquerque, they also have the internship program. And NIST summer undergraduate research fellowships. In the past, I have few students sponsored, I supported some of these the students for summer undergraduate research fellowship program. They got these fellowships. The NIST summer undergraduate research fellowships are also available, and NIST internship program and NASA internship program. All those internship programs are available, both undergraduate students and graduate students. Now, in the previous slide, I showed you this is for U.S. citizens. Some of those programs, fellowship programs and internship programs are, definitely specifically for the U.S. citizens because of the nature of research that is related to defense or something like that. And some of them are open to, the permanent residents as well. But most of these programs are only for up to the the U.S. citizens and permanent residents, not for international students. I don't know how many of you in the audience will be joining with us in spring 2021. So spring 2000, if you do, then the spring 2021 orientation will be held on January 7th from 9:30 to 11. And because of this tumultuous time, we have online as a venue. And orientation is mandatory for all new graduate students. And you can register courses after you attend the orientation. This does not apply to fast track program students, okay? Only for incoming new students, not just for spring 2021 semester, for any new incoming student for any semester, they must attend the orientation to register courses, even though you graduate from UTD. And for course registration, you need to meet with academic advisors. Brighton mentioned about the academic advisors. You need to meet with academic advisors and get your course registration form signed by the academic advisor. And the form would be sent to the graduate office, and course will be registered by graduate office. And you will receive acknowledgement about your course registration in email. For those who are in the fast track program or interested in fast track program, your course registration before matriculation into master's program, you need to go to the undergraduate advisor. After you finish that 15 credit hours and you finish your the bachelor's degree, and you will be automatically matriculated into master's program. And all those fast track students, point of contact is me, also of graduate program. For all other master's students, go to academic advisors, but all fast track program students should contact with me for any advising need. For master's students, academic advisors are in EE program. We have Dr. Randall Reman and Dr. Matthew Hines. In CE program, Dr. Diana Kogan. She also handles EE, but primarily handle CE. And for TE program, Dr. Marco Taka is handling primarily TE program, but he also handles a little bit of CE and EE. So for EE, I want you to go to Dr. Lemon and Dr. Hines first. CE, I want you to go to Dr. Kogan first. And for graduate program, there is so-called the degree plan. Degree plan is required. You need to submit this degree program to academic advisors for signature by the end of the first semester. And also toward the end of the semester, just before graduating semester. So if you graduate in 4 long semesters, in the 3rd semester, you need to, toward the end of the 3rd semester, you need to submit your final degree plan. The reason why we have this degree plan is to check out your progress. So as I mentioned, and Brett mentioned, that every concentration has core courses and elective courses, and you need to choose your classes carefully to maximize learning and graduate on time. I took these classes just because I'm interested, and in the final semester, I did not finish these core courses, but it is not offered. What do I do? Well, you cannot graduate. All right, so you must plan ahead of time. So that's why we want to have this first semester degree plan, and what your plan is for 2 years or a year and a half, something like that. And we strongly recommend you to take required core courses as quickly as possible. Don't assume that this will be offered every semester or once a year or something like that. Take core courses first and get it done. Then you can choose elective courses for the remainder of the time. So these 2 links, you can find MSEE degree plan, and here MSCE and TE degree plan. And there are specific courses listed over there. Those courses that I already mentioned as core courses, it is in the degree plan. And you can see all other details about the course requirement in that form. So I strongly recommend you to go to this website if you are interested in graduate program. Again, these are master's program academic advisors. So you need to interact with those academic advisors about degree plan and courses registration for first semester course registration. For the, after first semester, after your new incoming graduate student semester, you can register courses yourself. But first semester, you need to talk with one of the advisors to get your course registered. So Dr. Randall Lehman and Dr. Hines, they are taking care of EE master's program. Dr. Diana Kogan takes care of the CE program primarily, and Dr. Mark Taka takes care of the TE program. But Dr. Kogan and Dr. Taka also takes care of EE program as well. So so here is myself. For any fast track program students, you need to interact with me. We have wonderful the staff members in our graduate office. Miss Barbara Parker, she's taking care of the all application and admission related issues. And Miss Patricia Williams and Kimberly High, they take care of the all those things for degree programs, course registrations for existing the graduate students, both master's students and PhD students, all throughout the EE, CE, TE programs. And Miss Diane Wang is taking care of the mostly about the web pages and communications and those other needs of the graduate office. So wonderful ladies, they take care of all these needs. So if you have any question, feel free to contact us. So the last slide here are online resources for ECE students. I already provided in many links in the previous slides, and here is more. So this link is basically the graduate student resources web pages. That is university-wide, the graduate program resources web page. And here is a catalog web page, and here are some all the ECE related forms and announcements are right here. You can find it here, and some other forms and internship programs and those kind of informations are linked right here. And if you need help, as I said, please contact with us. And the primary point of contact is this email address right here. This is a centralized email address. We check this email many times over day. So you can just email to this email address, and then we can get back to you on to answer your questions or address some issues that you have with our graduate program and things like that. So basically, that's all I for this information webinar. And let me quickly see what is in the chat box. Okay, so I don't see any the questions in the chat box. So let's see. Larry, are you still there? All right. So if there are no questions, then I'd like to wrap up this information webinar. Thank you so much for all. If you have a question, you can still write in chat box. And once again, you can email us, ECE grad program, a very easy email, ECE grad program at utdallas.edu for any questions you may have for our graduate program. So thank you for joining with us. Once again, thank you, Brighton, for your wonderful talk. And thank you, everyone, for joining with us. and send us any the inquiries. Thank you.